Hi, hello, welcome back to Dr. Zahid Math. In this video, I'm going to teach you exercise 3.3 from module 4. Still, we are continuing module 4. It is not over. Okay, right. In this video, I'm going to solve three important examples. First idea is how to find increasing and decreasing intervals. That means I'm going to teach you how to find the increasing and decreasing intervals. The second one, I'm going to teach you how to find the local maximum and minimum values of a given function. And the third idea I'm going to discuss is how to find the given function is concave up and concave down and then inflection points. So three important examples we are going to do. You can expect one or two also in the exams because it's a very important exercise. I'll show you very easy step-by-step methods so you can understand everything clearly and quickly. Right. First, I'm giving the rule of increasing and decreasing functions. First, I'm going to give what? Increasing and decreasing function rule. What is increasing and decreasing function rules? Let me give you as a step. Step number 1. First, I'm going to find f dash of x because f of x will be given. This is your question, okay? Step number 1 is find f dash of x. Step number 2 is f dash of x equal to 0. And you find x is equal to. What is the name of this one? Already I told you in the last video. This is called critical points or critical numbers, right? Step number 3, you are going to create a table. You're going to create what? Table. What type of table, teacher? Table looks like this. Yes, or sample I'll give you. Here you take interval, okay, right? And you're going to test some values, that means x value. And then you're going to find f dash of x in this. Then after that, you're going to write the sign of f dash of x, which is plus or minus. Then I'm going to write the result. Is it increasing or decreasing, right? Yes. If the sign comes positive, right? If the f dash of x signs comes positive, then it is called increasing function. Clear, everybody? Or in this interval, the function is increasing. If the f dash of x sign comes minus, right? Then the function we say it is decreasing. Clear, everybody? So it's very simple, right? So find f dash of x. F dash of x is equal to 0 and then find x value. Then critical points, then create a table. After creating the table, you are going to write the result. So only 3 steps we are going to follow. Right, let me go to the first question. Example 1. Find where the function f of x is equal to 3x to the power of 4 minus 4x to the power of 3 minus 12x to the power of 2 plus 5 is increasing and where it is decreasing. So they are asking the question increasing, decreasing, right? Yes. Let's start the solution. Okay, right. What is step number 1? I said find f dash of x, right? What is your f of x? Your f of x is 3x power 4 minus 4x cube minus 12x square plus 5. What is f dash? Derivative. 3 into 4 is what? 12x square. 4 into 3 is what? Minus 12x, sorry, this is x cube. 12x cube and this is 12x square minus 12 into 2 is what? 24x plus 5 derivative is what? 0. So f dash of x is equal to 12x cube minus 12x square, 12x cube minus 12x square minus 24x plus 0. What is step number 2? Step number 2 is you are going to put what? F dash of x is equal to what? 0. What is your f dash of x? 12x cube minus 12x square minus 24x is equal to 0. Go to calculator, everybody. So mode 5 and then 4. Go to mode 5, 4. When you go to mode 5, 4, it will ask A, B, C, D. A is mu'amal x power 3, which is 12. Mu'amal is means coefficient, okay? Then minus 12, minus 24 and 0. If you give in the calculator will give you as x is equal to 2, minus 1 and 0. Are you getting this value in the calculator? Yes. So when you get in the calculator, you have to do one more step from this. Keep in your mind. You have to write from small numbers to big numbers. Please write small numbers to big numbers. I'm using simple English. Don't worry. Ascending, descending, I'm not using. Small numbers to big numbers. So please write the small number is -1, 0 and 2. So always write from small numbers to big numbers so that the table creation will be easy. Okay, right. So -1, look at this one. This is the this is a real axis line, real line. Okay, real number line. Sorry, and this point is 0, and this point is -1. This point is 2. Right? Yes. Now this is minus infinity, and this is plus infinity. Right? So these are our critical points. Critical point, critical point, critical point. Okay. So I'm going to create a table starting from the values less than this, and the values from here, and the values from here, and the values from here more than. So it means what? I'm going to take minus infinity to -1, right? Yes. And I'm going to take from here -1 to 0, and I'm going to take here 0 to 2, and then I'm going to take here 2 comma infinity. Clear everybody? Right. So minus infinity comma -1, -1 comma 0, and 0 comma 2, and 2 comma infinity. It's all clear everybody? Right? 2 comma infinity. In your mind. So I'm going to create a table. So I'm going to write interval, and I'm going to write test. What value you're going to put? You're going to put x here, x value. Okay, right. Then I'm going to find f dash of x. What's your f dash of x? F dash of x is 12x cube minus 12x square minus 24x. Then I'm going to see the sign. Then I'm going to come to the conclusion, or you can say result. Okay, yes. So let's make a table, interval. Okay. Then I will make this test a little bit here. Test, that is x value. We are going to put what? X value. So test, I'm going to put x value, right? Then I'm going to write f dash of x, which is nearby. F dash of x is 12x cube minus 12x square minus 24x. Sorry. And then make a line. Then I'm going to give a sign here. Sign means what? Plus, minus. And then you're going to write the result. Okay, everybody? Right. Yes, now I'm going to create the table with this values. So all these table values, let me create. So easy for you to make, right? So now the first is what? X value less than -1. And the next value is what? X lies between -1 and 0, right? And the next value is what? X lies between 0 and 2. X lies between what? 0 and 2. Teacher, can I write it as in the bracket model? Yes. And then x more than 2. You can say like that. You can also find, no problem. X more than 2 also you can find out. So actually they calculated, but in the book it is calculated. So we have to calculate. Keep in your mind. Okay. So you have to calculate. Yes, in the book I saw it is calculated. Yes. 2 comma infinity is also calculated. Right. X is more than 2. Right. Now what we are going to do? Yes, we are going to test the value, right? What do you mean by test the value, teacher? Yes, take minus infinity to -1, you take one value. For example, I'll take -2, right? From -1 to 0, I want to take one value. For example, I'll take -0.5. Okay, I'll take -0.5. Any value you can choose, any, your choice. 0 to 2, let me take easy value, which is 1. And from 2 to this one, I'll take one value, which is 3, for example, 3. Teacher, if I take 4, I'll get the same answer? Yes. Teacher, if I take 1.5, am I going to get the same answer? Yes. Answer is different, but the signs are same. Right. Now what you need to do, you put x is equal to -2 here. Put x is equal to -2 here. Put x is equal to -0.5 here. Put x is equal to 1 here. Put x is equal to 3 here. If I put here, what I will get? In the calculator, come on, take everybody. Take calculator, type this equation, 12x power 3 minus 12x power 2 minus 24x. Press the button calc. Press the button calc. And then calculator will ask you x question mark. Put x is equal to minus 2. If you put x is equal to minus 2, I'll get minus 96. Again press calc. The calculator will ask you x question mark. Put x is equal to negative 0.5. So press equal, you will get 7.5. Again press calc. The calculator will ask you x question mark. And then press x is equal to 1. And then press equal, you will get minus 24. Again press calc. The calculator will ask you x question mark. Press x is equal to 3. You will get 144. Clear? Sign. Sign means positive or negative. Here negative, here positive, here negative, here positive. Clear everybody? Right. Now look here. If it is positive, I said it is increasing. If it is negative, you are going to write decreasing, right? Let's go to the question. So now here is the question. So negative is there. So you're going to write what? Decreasing. Clear everybody? Right. This is the result. And the next we are going to write what? Plus. So increasing. Right. So negative is there. You're going to write what? Decreasing. Right. Here plus is there. So you're going to write what? Increasing. Clear all of you? That's it. The question is very simple. But you have to write the result in a good way. So answer, you are going to write it. How you are going to write it? Look here everybody. Where are the places increasing? Here it is increasing. Okay. And here it is increasing. Can you see that? So it means what? Minus 1 comma 0 is increasing. So minus 1 comma 0 is increasing. And x more than 2 is also increasing. More than 2 means what? It is going up to infinity. So it means what? 2 comma infinity is called what? In this place it is increasing. So you have to write the answer like this. Right. What about decreasing? Look here, decreasing. X less than minus 1. Less than minus 1 means what? From here to here. So you have to write from minus infinity comma minus 1. Right. And then decreasing in between 0 to 2. See here 0 less than x less than 2 is decreasing. So 0 to 2 it's decreasing. So 0 comma 2 it's decreasing. So in this way you are going to present the answer. It's clear everybody? So what are the steps? Find f dash. F dash of x is equal to 0. Calculate the critical points. Then create the table. And in the table you take a test value. Test value is your choice. This is your choice. Keep in your mind. You need to take the values in between this, in between this, in between this, in between this. So that is very, very important. And then calculate the value of f dash of x. Keep in your mind, not f of x. F dash of x. If it is negative, decreasing. If it is positive, increasing. If it is negative, decreasing. If it is positive, it is increasing. Clear everybody? Right. Next we are going for maximum and minimum. What are the rules I'm going to give you? Just listen carefully, right? Step number 1. Step number 1, we are going to find f dash of x. Step number 2, we are going to make f dash of x is equal to 0. When I put f dash of x equal to 0, I will get what? Critical points. Clear? Right. Then the third step is you're going to create the table. Table is what? That same table you are going to create. That is interval. Okay. And then you're going to choose your test value. You're going to choose your test value, which is x, right? And then you're going to put this value in the f dash of x, right? And then you're going to see the sign, okay? Then you're going to come to the result. So up to this, you will be talking about increasing and decreasing. Then the next step comes. Where is local maximum and minimum? The next step, step number 4 is extra here. What is that? Local max and local min. What is local max? If f dash changes from positive to negative. Positive to what? Negative. If it is changes from positive to negative, then this is called local maximum. Occurs at this point. If f dash is changing from negative to positive, okay, then it is local minimum occurs at this point. Which point? This point, okay, right. Then step number 5 is you are going to find local maximum value you have to find, okay, and local minimum value you have to find. For all the questions, both will be available? Not necessary. Sometimes only maximum, sometimes only minimum, sometimes both maximum and minimum value. Right. Before going to this question, I want to teach you something which is from 002. Okay, right. Keep this as a rule I'm going to teach you, which you already studied. Okay. Suppose, look here, this is the quadrant which you already studied in 002. Remember everybody? 4 quadrants you studied. What are they? This is 0 and this is pi by 2. This is pi. This is 3 pi by 2, right? And then this is what? 2 pi. This is in radian. Suppose you want to say in degree, this is 90. This is 180 plus 90. And this is 270. And then this is how much? Which is 360 degree. And you know this is all STC. What do you mean by all? All means sine, cosine, tan and their reverses, you can say. So this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2 and this is quadrant 3 and this is quadrant 4, right? So this is sine only positive, tan only positive, cosine only positive, right? Yes. The problem which we are going to do now, you are going to get the solution for cosine. So I'm going to give you the rule only for cosine. Look here, where is cosine positive? Where is cosine positive? Tell me. Cosine is positive in this and this, right? So which means what? In the quadrant 1 and quadrant 4, cosine is positive. Clear everybody? Yes. So suppose you are getting cos theta is equal to some value, okay? Some value you are getting in positive. Some value you are getting in positive. That means what? You are going to put theta equals cosine inverse this one. Suppose you get the answer is positive, right? So you will get 2 solutions. Why 2 solutions? For this quadrant and this quadrant. So 2 solutions you will get. The first solution will be, suppose cos theta is what? Positive, right? So first answer will be, your solution, first x1 will be pi minus cosine inverse A. You're going to put it, right? Keep in your mind. This is the formula. X2 equals pi plus cosine inverse A. Pi plus what? Cosine inverse A. Hey, sorry, positive, right? I'm sorry. X1 is cosine A. Sorry, I'm sorry. Positive. Positive X1 means it is cosine inverse A. There is no pi. If for the second solution is 2 pi minus X1. The answer which you got here. 2 pi minus X1. Keep this as a rule. Keep this as a rule. If you get the answer cosine as positive. Okay, everybody? I don't know what answer you are going to get it. But let's see here. Suppose if your cosine value is negative. Suppose your cosine value is negative. Negative in the sense what? Suppose you theta equals cosine inverse and you get this is a negative value. This is a negative value. If this situation comes, what is the rule? Where is cosine is negative? Cosine is negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. So you get 2 answers. Am I right? Yes. The first answer will be x1 equals pi minus cosine inverse. Even though you get negative A, okay, you have to put only positive A. Keep in your mind. Let me write by another color, red color. Be careful. Even though you get negative A, you put positive A. Keep in your mind. And the second solution will be x2 equals, okay, it will be pi plus cosine inverse, and even though you get negative value, you are going to put positive. Might be in the class, teacher put negative value. In the class, if the teacher put negative value, then the second answer will be x2 will be 2 pi. Keep in your mind. Second answer x2 will be what? 2 pi minus your first answer. Keep in your mind. Suppose if the teacher put negative value, but the answers will be both are same answers. Keep in your mind. Okay. So these things you keep it as a formula. Okay. So can I give us an example? Okay. One example I'll give you. Suppose you are getting x is equal to, there is a situation coming. X is equal to cosine inverse minus half you are getting. Cosine inverse minus half. How teacher I am getting like this? For example, you get an equation 1 plus 2 cosine x is equal to 0. So what you will get here? 2 cosine x is equal to what? Negative 1. So cosine x is equal to what? Negative 1 by 2. So this is the second situation. cosine is negative. Suppose you get like this, look here, what you have to do. So take your calculator, go to radian mode. Take your calculator what? Go to radian mode. So in the radian mode, what you need to do? You type pi minus cosine inverse. You have to take only A. A is what? This is negative half. Take only this A, positive. So put this 1 by 2. Okay? Put this 1 by 2. When you put this 1 by 2, you will get 2 pi by 3. The next, in the calculator, you put pi plus cosine inverse positive 1 by 2. You will get 4 pi by 3. You can check in the calculator. Right? So now you got the idea. If the cosine value is negative, what is the situation? Same thing, you can also sometimes you will get cosine as positive. You have to do like this. Okay? Right. So keep in your mind as a formula, and we are going to this question, how to find the local maximum and minimum value of the function. Okay, now it will be very easy for you. Right, let's go to the solution. Same step you have to follow. Right, so what is your g of x, which is equal to local max and minimum values? Local max and minimum values. Right, g of x is x plus 2 sine x. Look here, see, when the sine comes, it gives a full rotation, 0 to 2 pi. So step number 1 is g dash of x. This is step 1. So g dash of x is 1 plus 2 cosine x. What is step number 2? G dash of x is equal to 0, which implies 1 plus 2 cosine x is equal to 0. So it means what? 2 cosine x is equal to 1 goes that side, negative 1. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So cosine x is equal to negative 1 by 2. So x is equal to cosine, I take this one that side, cosine inverse negative half. Look here, we got a value negative, right? So look here, all of you, this is all STC, right? So this is all STC. Now cosine is negative in two places, here also and here also. Why? Because here sine only positive, tan only positive here, right? So therefore two answers you have to bring it. What is the formula I gave you? The formula I gave you is, the first answer is x1 equals pi minus cosine inverse A. Second formula, x2 equals pi plus cosine inverse A, right? Yes. So what is your A? Your A is 1 by 2. It is not negative. Okay, right. So you are going to put it now, pi minus cosine inverse 1 by 2 and pi plus cosine inverse 1 by 2 in the calculator using radian mode. Keep in your mind. Okay. So if you put like this, you will get 2 pi by 3 and you will get 4 pi by 3. Is this over, teacher? No. Cosine graph always repeats every 2 pi. What is that? Cosine graph always repeats every 2 pi. It will repeats every cycle, it will complete. So what you need to do, so if every times it's repeating, so your solution, suppose x is a solution, right? And what will be the following solutions? It will be x plus 2 pi, x plus 4 pi, x plus 6 pi. It keeps on going, right? And finally you will get what? X plus n pi. Clear? 2n pi, sorry, because 2. So x plus 2n pi. Sorry. Right. X plus 2n pi. Okay, right. The position is, the calculator is nearby. Wait a minute. I'll just close it. X plus 2n pi. Okay. X plus 2n pi. So we got two critical points, right? So this is a critical point. We made f dash of x equal to 0. So this is a critical point and this is a critical point. Clear, everybody? This is also critical number and this is also critical number, right? Now this critical point, keep on what it's doing, repeating. Every 2 pi, it's keep on repeating. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be x1 equals 2 pi by 3 and x2 equals 4 pi by 3. Okay. But it keeps on repeating. So you have to write what? Plus 2n pi plus 2n pi. Understand? Right. Now don't consider this 2n pi. This is just only for general solution. Usually we call this as general solution, right? So no need to worry about 2n pi. We are worrying only about this point, right? This is your critical point. Now what we are going to do? We are going to create the table. We are going to create the table. That is step number 3. So we are going to create the table. How we are going to create the table? The table we are going to create is, first is what? Interval, right? And the next is what? Test value. You're going to take test value, right? And the next we are going to put what? F dash of x equals 1 plus 2 cosine x. Then you are going to check the sign. Then we are going to write the result. Okay, result for what? Increasing and decreasing. After that, we come to the conclusion, maximum and minimum. Clear all of you? Right. Yes. Now, what are the values? We get 2 pi by 3. Look here, all of you, I'll tell you. Right? How to take the interval, teacher. Before it was real number line. How you will take this one? 2 pi by 3. Where is the 2 pi by 3, teacher? Okay, let me multiply 2 pi by 3. 2 into pi divided by 3, which is 2 into 180 divided by 3. Can you put in the calculator? 2 into 180 by 3, 2 multiply by 180 divided by 3, which is equal to 120 degree. So this is 120 degree. Okay, right. What is 4 pi by 3, teacher? 4 multiply by 180, right, divided by 3, which is equal to, this is 240 degree. Look everybody, this one is 0, right? And this one is pi by 2, and this one is pi, this one is pi, right? And this one is 3 pi by 2, right? So it means what? 0, 90, 180, and then 270, then 360. Clear everybody? Right. Where is 120? 120 is here, okay? Where is 240? 240 is here, right? Yes. Now look at everybody. So now these are the two values. So from 0 to 180, 0 to, not 180, 0 to 120, this is 120 and this is 240, right? So 0 to 120, 120 to 240, 240 to what? What I did? Sorry. Okay, right. 0 to, 0 to 120, 120 to 240, 240 to 360. 360 is nothing but what? Your 2 pi. Again, I'll tell you, if you want, I can draw this. Look here, maybe I'll draw this one. Look here, this is a circle. Right. So now this is what? This is 0, this is 90, and this is 180, this is 270, and then 360, right? Yes. The question given is 0 less than or x less than or equal to 2 pi, it is given, right? Okay. Now what is the value? You got it from the calculator. We got it 2 pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3 is what? Just now we calculate. 2 pi by 3 is difficult for you to put it in the circle. But 120 is easy for you. So where is 120? Here is 120, right? Yes. And the next is what? 240. 240 is here, right? It is 240. Now what will be your interval values? 0 to 120 and then 120 to 240, right? And then 240 to 360. Clear everybody? 240 to 360. So this one I'm going to take it here. So 0 to 120, right? And then 120 to 240. Then 240 to 360 degree. Clear all of you? But you're not going to write in degrees. You're going to write in what? Radian. So 0, 120 is 2 pi by 3. And this is 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3. Just now I write it. See here, 240 is 4 pi by 3. Then this is 4 pi by 3, 2 pi. Clear all of you? Right. Clear? Now it's very, very clear. So easy. And test value, you are going to take it. Take the easiest value, right? 0 to 120, the test value I'm going to take 90. So I'll take 90 degree. From 120 to 240, I take the test value 180. So I take the test value 180. And 180 to 360, I take the test value, this one, 270. Okay. So easy values, answer will come quickly. 90 is nothing but what? Pi by 2. 180 is nothing but what? Pi. 270 is nothing but what? 3 pi by 2. Take your calculator. Should be in radian mode. Keep in your mind. Type 1 plus 2 cosine x. Type 1 plus 2 cosine x. Press calc. Press calc. If you press calc, the calculator will ask you x question mark. Come on, give x is equal to pi. You just type like this. Pi divide by 2. So the answer is going to become what? 1. Again press calc and then press pi. Pi is on shift pi. You will get -1. Again press calc, press shift, type like this, 3 pi divide by 2. Type like this. Okay, right. Let me erase this one, and erase this one. So you will get press equal, you will get +1. Okay, directly we are getting this one. So this is going to become positive, this is going to become negative, and this is going to become positive, right? Positive means what? Increasing. Negative means what? Decreasing. Positive means what? Increasing. Okay, everybody? So now, what is maxima and minima? Up to this, increasing, decreasing. Now we are going to talk about what? Maxima, minima. What is the rule I gave for maxima and minima? The rule which I gave for maxima, minima is, look here everybody, rule. If f dash changes from positive to negative, local maximum. If f dash changes from negative to positive, it is local minimum. Clear everybody? All of you clear? Right. Look at your f dash now. Positive to negative, where it is changing. All the time it will change, don't worry. Look everybody now. So it is changing from positive to negative here. And then it's changing from negative to positive. Clear all of you? Right. So I'm going to write it. G dash of x changes positive to negative. At which point is changing? This is the point. So at x is equal to 2 pi by 3. At x is equal to what? 2 pi by 3. So I'll write at x is equal to. Right? The next, negative to positive. It changes where? Here. So the same g dash of x changes from negative to positive at x is equal to 4 pi by 3. Clear all of you? So if it is changing positive to negative, this is maximum and this is what? Minimum. And in general we can say local maximum and we say local minimum. Is this a question? No. They are asking to find local maximum value also you have to calculate, and local minimum value also you have to calculate. Clear everybody? Right. What you need to do? You have to put x is equal to 2 pi by 3 because here only maximum, right? At f in f of x. Okay, right. Here put x is equal to 4 pi by 3 at in f of x. Clear? Right. What is your f of x? Your not f of x. The question is g of x. No problem. F of x or g of x. No problem. Right. So what is your g of x? X plus 2 sine x. Right. So 2 pi by 3 plus 2 times sine 2 pi by 3. Put everything in the calculator using radian mode. I'm getting the answer 3.826. Okay. Right. And put x equal to this one. So it is 4 pi by 3 plus 2 times sine, okay, 4 pi by 3. So if you get this one, the answer is 2.4567. So maximum always bigger value, keep in your mind. Minimum should be lesser than the maximum value. Right? So easy. Very nice. Local maximum and local minimum. Yes. Now let's go to the next idea. Concave up and concave down. Listen, for increasing, decreasing, there is a connection between maxima and minima. But for concave up, concave down, there is no connection. This is concave up and this is concave down, right? This is completely depending on second order derivative. That means f double dash of x. Okay, right. Now I will give you the rule first, right? What is the rule? F double dash of x is more than 0. More than 0 means what? Positive. It means concave up. Concave up means what? This looks like a cup, right? Can you see that cup? This looks like a cap. Can you see that cap? Yes. So concave up, right? If f double dash of x less than 0, it means what? You get negative. It means it is concave down. Clear everybody? Same thing in increasing and decreasing. You studied one word which is critical point. Same thing in concave up and concave down. You have to study one more English word that is called points of inflection. What is that? Points of inflection. Okay, so usually X they will use, but Americans they use C, right? Points of inflection, right? So points of inflection, what is the rule? F double dash of X equal to 0. F double dash of X equal to what? 0. So solving this, you will get X equals, that is called inflection points. Clear? So very simple. Concave up, concave down is so easy. And what are the steps you have to follow? I will tell you. So this is the basic idea. The steps is so easy. Step number 1. Step number 1, you are finding F dash of X. Step number 2, you are finding F double dash of X. And step number 3, you are making F double dash of X equal to 0. You will get X equals, which is called, not critical, sorry, which is called points of inflection. Which is called what? Points of inflection. I always use X only, but see they are using. Okay, no problem. Right. Then the fourth one, you are going to make a table. You are going to make a table. How? Interval, right? And then you are going to make test value, which is not X, test value X. Then you are going to make F double dash of X. Okay. Then you are going to check the sign. Then you are going to give the result. Result means what? Concave up or concave down. Clear everybody? Right. So this is your table. Keep in your mind. Same table, but here F double dash of X. And also step number 5, you have to find inflection value also. Keep in your mind. Inflection value. This is called inflection point. This is called inflection value also you have to create. Because sometimes in the question they will ask, find concave up, concave down and inflection value also. Right. Let's go to the question. Already the video is too long, 37 minutes, 3 questions, right? No problem. Find the intervals on which f of x is concave up, concave down and find the inflection points of f also, right? What is the function given? The function given is f is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 4. Step number 1, f dash. What is that? 3x square minus 6x minus 9. And step number 2 is f double dash of x, which is 3x square is 6x and minus 6. And step number 3 is f double dash of x equal to 0, which is called as inflection points. Which is called as what? Inflection points. Okay, everybody? Right. So what is f double dash of x? Which is 6x minus 6 equal to 0. So 6x is equal to 6. X is equal to what? By 6. By 6. You're going to get what? 1. Clear? X is equal to 1. So that's it. Now we are going to make what? The table. What is the table you are going to make? Interval, right? And then you're going to make a test value, which is x, right? And then f double dash of x. Then we are going to check the sign. Then we are going to write the result. Concave or up or concave down, right? Yes. Let's make a table, right? Test value, f double dash of x, and then the sign, then the result. Now here, what is your inflection point? This is your real number line, right? This is minus infinity, this is plus infinity. You get only 1.1. Teacher, every time I'll get 1 point? No. Suppose you get 2 point, you have to start from here, start from here, start from here. But now you have what? Only 1 point. So you're going from here and going to here. That's it. Okay, right. So x less than 1, that means the interval is what? Minus infinity to 1. You can also write interval, no problem. Minus infinity comma 1. Then 1 to infinity. Then we are going for what? 1 comma infinity, which is what? X more than 1. Right. Take a test point. So easy. In this gap, what point I can take? I can take 0. In this point, what point? 2 I can take, right? So test point is 0 and test point is 2. What is your f dash of x? Very easy expression. 6x minus 6. So 6 times 0 minus 6, which is minus 6. And 6 times 2 minus 6, 12 minus 6 is 6. This is negative and this is positive, right? Yes. Negative, positive. Negative means what? Concave down. Positive means what? Concave up. Sorry. Concave up. Clear all of you? Right. So you have to write the interval. Minus infinity comma 1, which is concave up, which is what? Sorry, concave down, right? And then 1 comma infinity is what? Concave up. I'll write concave up. So this is like this and this is like this, cup cap, okay? And very important thing is you have to find inflection value also. Usually they call it as inflection point value, they call. That is the correct word, but simply you can say inflection value, no problem. So what is inflection value means? What you got, the inflection point, right? X is equal to 1. This one you have to put in f of x. So what's your f of x? Your f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 4. You put x is equal to 1, which is 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square minus 9 into 1 plus 4. So which is equal to 1 minus 3 minus 9 plus 4. 9 minus 3 is 12. 12 minus 5 is minus 7. So this is equal to minus 7, right? So therefore your inflection point value also you have to write for all the question, which is 1 comma minus 7. How 1? X is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 7. Clear everybody? So the 3 questions are very important. Keep in your mind. Very important. All of you clear? So what are the things we studied? The first one is increasing, and then what? Decreasing we studied. So after finishing increasing and decreasing, what we studied? Wait a minute. Increasing, decreasing. Okay. Increasing and decreasing we studied. Next we studied what? Maxima and minima values. And the next we studied what? Concave up and concave down. Concave up, concave down. And we studied inflection points and inflection point value also. So all these things you keep in your mind. So in this way, this exercise is 3.3. What is the exercise number? It's exercise number. Let me check the class or homework sheet, which is 3.3. Yes. So this finishes your exercise 3.3. Clear all of you? Right. Okay, that's it for today. We solved 3 important examples in a simple and easy way. Practice these steps and you will get confident with the derivatives, maxima, minima and concavity, right? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Zahir. East or West, Dr. Zahid Math YouTube channel is the best. Bye-bye.